Good morning, dear students. Myself is Deepti from DIPS Karol Bagh. In today's lecture, we are continue the reading of Geography Chapter 4, Natural Resources, Mineral and Power Resources. And on this chapter, it is my fourth video. In previous videos, we have read about the meaning of minerals and what types of minerals. We have also read about the distribution of minerals. And in previous video I have discussed that power resources, and in that we have read about the conventional sources of power. So in which we have I was not able to cover this topic, that hydropower. What is our hydropower? Hydropower means a power that we get from the water. Hydro means water. So like Bhakra Nangal Dam, from that dam electricity is produced, and that electricity is the hydropower. So the invention of the turbines and the turbine and the dynamos has made it possible to use water power to generate electricity. The source of water power is inexhaustible. Inexhaustible means that cannot be come to an end, as water water remains on the earth. The amount of energy is running water depend upon the volume of water and velocity of the current. The water discharged from the turbine, and after the generation of hydroelectricity and the use and is used for irrigation the farmland. The leading producer of the hydroelectricity in the world are USA, Canada, Russia, China, India, Sweden, UK, New Zealand, Australia and South Africa. In India, a large number of multi-purpose projects have been developed across the rivers, not only for the generating hydroelectricity but also for the overall development of the river basin. Find out some of the multi-purpose project they have told, like Bhakra Nangal Dam, Bhakra Nangal project is there, Hirakudna project is there, Damodar River Valley project is there. These are the multi-purpose project. Why they are known as multi-purpose project? These project because these project not only produce electricity but they also do some other work, like they control flood, number one. Number two, at the time of when the dry season is there, they provide water for irrigation, and tourist destination is there. And dam area is a tourist destination, so all these purpose. And the dam water, which the water reservoir that is backside of the dam is there, that reservoir is used for the fishing, farming. So all that is why the area dam is known as the projects, river projects are known as multi-purpose projects. Now the next topic is the non-conventional source of power. Non-conventional source of power means those source of power which we are not using for many from generation to generation. Recently we are come to know regarding this power. So less than 200 years ago, most of the people in the world used wood to cook food and to heat homes. One way of the world has changed in last 200 years in the amount of energy it consumes. Almost all this energy comes from the fossil fuel, which cannot be replaced. The world is ready to facing the shortage of fossil fuels. Thus, there is a need for increasing use for conventional source of energy such as solar energy, wind energy, nuclear energy, geothermal energy, tidal energy, biogas, etc. So conventional एनर्जी आर दो सोर्सेस, जो कि ये ऐसे सोर्सेस हैं जो हमारे पास में अनलिमिटेड हैं. सन, सोलर एनर्जी यानी सन से मिलने वाली एनर्जी को हम यूज़ करें, अनलिमिटेड है. गर्मियों में इतनी गर्मी पड़ती है, अगर इसको सोलर एनर्जी को हम यूज़ करें, नाउ डेज वी आर यूजिंग इट फॉर जनरेटिंग electricity. Solar cookers are there in which we cook food. Even solar batteries are there which we are using for generating electricity, as well as we are generating electricity for the homes and in large amount also. Even though solar cars are developed by our car manufacturing countries for manufacturing units, that this will help to keep our environment clean also. So we should use these conventional source of power that are not exhaustible. ये ख़त्म नहीं होती, हवा चलती रहेंगी जब तक है, तब दुनिया है तब तक हवा चलती रहेगी. वाटर है, अर्थ पे रहेगा, हमेशा ही रहता है और रहेगा. आपका सन है, तो इनकी ये एनर्जीज को हमको यूज़ करना चाहिए. इन एनर्जी को यूज़ करने का सबसे बड़ा फ़ायदा ये है, ये हमारे इको फ्रेंडली भी है. So we should encourage such thing, and our government is also planning to do this, to use this conventional form of energy. So let's start. Solar energy. The sun radiates an enormous amount of energy. If a small portion of the energy could be captured and converted into electricity, all the earth energy needs would be satisfied cheaply, easily, and without any damage to the environment. इतनी सन की हीट आती है, इसको यूज़ किया जाए. अगर हम इस पूरे वर्ल्ड पे जितनी सन की एनर्जी आती है, एक दिन की एनर्जी आती है, तो वो सारी एनर्जी को अगर हम यूज़ कर लें तो अर्थ हमारी मैक्सिमम जो नीड है इलेक्ट्रिक पावर की, वो सेटिस्फाई हो जाएगी. तो और सबसे बड़ी बात है, ये कन्वेंशनल भी है और easy भी है and environment friendly भी है. The sunlight can be changed into electricity with the use of solar cell, which are made mostly of silicon. This can help tropical countries where there is enough sunshine, but the solar cells are very expensive. अब सबसे बड़ी बात है, ये सोलर सेल से इलेक्ट्रिसिटी प्रोड्यूस की जाती है. ये है, ये दीज आर द सोलर सेल्स. ये सोलर सेल्स जो होते हैं, ये है किसके बने हुए, सिलिकॉन के बने. दीज आर मेड अप ऑफ सिलिकॉन्स, एंड सिलिकॉन्स सेल्फ वेरी एक्सपेंसिव है. सो ड्यू टू दिस सोलर एनर्जी के जो प्रोड्यूस करने का थोड़ा सा खर्चा ज़्यादा आता है, एज पर द हाइड्रो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी की हम लोग बात करेंगे. Whereas the wind energy की बात है, the power of wind has been used for the centuries to drive mills and pumps. The wind's power can be used to move the blade of the windmills. Some windmills run generator to produce electricity. Now wind farms are being established in many parts of the world. It has been number of windmills in a small area. The windmills work best on the top of mountain, along sea coast, and in open plains where a strong and steady winds blow. The main countries which have developed the technology of producing energy in large scale are Netherlands, Germany, Denmark, UK, USA, Spain, India, etc. भाई विंड कहाँ, जहाँ पे विंड चलती है, बहुत लगातार चलती है, वहाँ पे ये विंड एनर्जी का यूज़ करा जा सकता है. वहाँ की विंड का हम यूज़ कर सकते हैं. हर जगह तो होती नहीं, ये इसका एक सबसे बड़ा ड्रॉबैक है. बाकी इसके पॉजिटिव वे ही है. नेक्स्ट इज़ द न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी. न्यूक्लियर एनर्जी इज produced when we make changes in the nucleus of the atom. Energy is produced when the nucleus split into two or more smaller nucleus, and the process called fusion. The atom used in the fusion process came from the uranium or thorium. The nuclear fusion can take place in nuclear reactors. The waste product by the nuclear power plants is radioactive and dangerous. The first nuclear plant was set up in UK in 1956. Now nuclear energy is widely produced in USA, UK, Russia, Japan, China, Germany, France, Canada, Australia, Sweden, and as well as in India also. सो एज वी नो, बहुत से एग्जाम्पल हो गए. जापान में अभी रिसेंटली सुनामी आई थी, उनकी फुकुशिमा न्यूक्लियर प्लांट था, उसकी रेडिएशन हुई थी, उसके रेडिएशन के कारण काफ़ी प्रॉब्लम आई. सो न्यूक्लियर प्लांट की सबसे बड़ी न्यूक्लियर प्लांट्स की सबसे बड़ी ड्रॉबैक ये है. बाकी इसकी एनर्जी जो प्रोड्यूस होती है इसमें कोई शोर नहीं होता, कोई वो ज़्यादा प्रॉब्लम की बात नहीं आती. बट इसका वेस्ट है, दैट इज़ वेरी डेंजरस फॉर द environment as well as for the human beings also. Geothermal energy, it is the energy that comes from heat produced within the interior of the earth. The heat may come from magma or molten rocks in the crust. This can heat the groundwater in manifest as a hot spring or geysers. This can be used to heat houses. The steam can be used to run generator. Geothermal energy is widely used in Iceland. The main users are USA, New Zealand, Italy, Philippines, and Central America. This energy is freely available and cause little or no pollution than when the electricity is generated from it. ये जियोथर्मल इलेक्ट्रिसिटी, इसका एग्जाम्पल इफ़ यू आई एम एबल टू गिव, मणिकरण साहब इज़ देयर वेयर द जियोथर्मल पावर इज़ देयर. वहाँ पे पानी जो है, रिवर वाटर है, दैट इज़ वेरी हॉट. रिवर वाटर का एक सडन एरिया है, उसमें पानी बहुत गर्म होता है, बहुत गर्म. आई एम यूजिंग अ वर्ड, इट्स वेरी हॉट. सो तो दैट इज़ एन एग्जाम्पल ऑफ जियोथर्मल पावर. जियोथर्मल पावर की दैट एनर्जी का एक है. बट वेयर एज इन इंडिया इट इज रेयर प्लेसेस इट हैपन, सो दैट इज वाई. बट इन आइसलैंड अ लार्ज एरिया इज देयर एज वेल एज USA इज देयर. इट हैज़ a lake where the geothermal energy is used for geothermal power is used for the producing electricity. Tidal energy. Tidal energy is the energy produced by the rise and fall of the water due to the tide, is called the tidal energy. A dam is used to trap water at a high tide and release at the time of low tide. The plant operating rising and falling tide water can run generators and produce electricity. A few countries such as Russia, France, UK and India has developed टाइड मिल्स फार्म्स. पानी अंदर आता है, हाई टाइड आता है तो पानी डैम्स के अंदर आ जाता है, लो टाइड आने पे वो पानी छोड़ देता है. जैसे ही पानी अंदर आता है तो टरबाइंस जिससे वाटर एंटर करता है वहाँ पे टरबाइंस लगे होते हैं, एंड देन टरबाइंस मूव एंड दे प्रोड्यूस इलेक्ट्रिसिटी. नेक्स्ट इज द बायोगैस. वी हैव हर्ड अबाउट इट इन द साइंस ऑल्सो. We have heard about it. Biogas is a plant in which we use the organic waste, animal waste. We use it, and dead plants, kitchen waste, all these things we are used to generate this gas. Biogas is a mixture of methane and carbon dioxide gases. These gases are releases due to the decomposition of organic waste. जब हम ऑर्गेनिक वेस्ट को डिकम्पोज करते हैं, उनको उनको प्रेशर में डालते हैं, उनको दबाते हैं या उनको जब सड़ने देते हैं, तो वो मीथेन के साथ में कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड मिक्स करके गैस बनाते हैं, एंड देन वी यूज़ इट. ये बिल्कुल नेचुरल गैस है. इसको जैसे आपकी गैस, घर की गैस होती है, वैसे सेम गैस होती है. इसमें कोई वो नहीं, स्मेल नहीं होती है, फ्री ऑफ कॉस्ट हो जाती है. अगर आपके घर में जैसे फार्म्स में लगी होती है, कई फार्म्स वालों ने किया होता है कि बायोगैस प्लांट लगाया होता है, डबल उनको फ़ायदा होता है. एक तो गैस फ्री की मिलती है, नंबर 2 पर उसका जो वेस्ट है दैट इज़ यूज इन एज ए मैन्योर इन द फील्ड. सो these are the conventional power sources which we should use, and these conventional source of power are very eco-friendly, except few are there, but most of them are eco-friendly. Thank you very much. In next lecture we are going to read about the distribution of minerals in India. Thanks a lot.